Welcome Team BDC to the November 2018 sales meeting. It's our first ever video meeting that we're going to do, so I am about to go Owner Connect style. For those of you guys that took those Owner Connects videos, I'm going to start doing our training through videos. So I wanted to do this because, we had our sales meetings at 6 a.m. Not everyone would show up. It wasn't fair for the ones that would show up, and then it was just way too early. There's a lot of stuff that we cover in the sales meetings that are super, super important, and I want to make sure that everyone is aware of them and everyone gets those reminders, that gets those, like those rules, or when we review any type of tips so that you guys can use throughout the month. I want to make sure that everyone gets them. So make sure you guys watch this video, because towards the end of the video, I will be asking each and every single one of you guys a very specific question, and it's going to be in regards to what I spoke about in this video. So make sure that you guys watch it, make sure that you guys take it in, and that you guys actually, understand it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up afterwards too. So, like almost all our sales meetings, we're going to go over our previous month's performance. I know a lot of us want to leave October behind us, and I would totally agree. It was a hard month, and it was a very, very tough month. We had a hard time. We did not hit our goals at any of the stores, and it was pretty rough. It was rough for ourselves, it was rough for the dealerships, it was rough for sales, service, it was rough for all of us. So let's leave October behind. And let's start kicking ass in November. But I still want to go over and review our top performers. So top performers, when you guys come in your next day, I want you guys to come see me, because you're going to roll your dice for a little bonus that you guys are going to get. So I'll just review the top performers really quick. So these are top performers for October. Team Chevy, you guys had Brittany. She had 53 set appointments. 38 of those showed. That's 72% show ratio, and that's 16 of them that sold. So good job, Brittany. Team Hyundai, you guys had Valerie. Valerie had 43 set appointments. 32 of those showed, and 74% show ratio, with 15 of them sold. Great job, Val. You were in the hospital for a long time, so good job. Thank you for being able to stick out through that. Team Outbound, you guys had Octavio as your top performer for October. He had 32 set appointments, 21 of those showed. That's 66% show ratio, and 9 of his appointments sold. So good job, guys. When you guys come in next time around, make sure you guys see me so that you guys can roll your dice. We'll all cheer on for you guys as a team. Wanted to go over some things really quick that I noticed. Buckets. So I had this conversation with Outbound. Can't remember if I had it with the hot team. So Team Chevy, Team Hyundai. I want you guys to know that the campaigns are all fixed. They're perfect. I tested them for a week and a half, and they work perfect. So I need you guys to work your buckets. You do not have to go in through, the internet leads, through the phone ups, or whatever it may be, to find more stuff and add yourself onto it. All the internet campaigns, all the store visit campaigns are in place. Your phone up follow-up is in place. Everything is in place to where you need to be able to work your bucket. You don't need to look for anything else. Your guys' buckets are full. If in the case that they are not full, let me know. I'll get some stuff over to you guys. The only times you guys should be going and looking for stuff on the dashboard and assigning yourself is if you're going to do like store visit follow-ups for the same day. So let's say a customer comes in to Glendora Chevrolet today, November 7th. If I am the closing shift for some odd chance and I want to call the store visits for the morning to see when they'd like to come back, then I have to go in there, assign in the bucket, assign myself to that customer, call out, and make sure I do my stuff. But let's say, it's November 7th and I want to call all the USSTs for the week. Let's focus on the ones we have on our bucket, because they already went out the day prior. The day after they showed up. So all the to-dos go out the following day that the customer comes, and it's distributed to the bucket. Make sure you guys do your buckets. Don't go assigning yourself to things and then not call them. Do your buckets and do your calls, because you guys have a lot. Piggybacking. This is something I wanted to cover with each and every single one of you guys. Not saying that you guys are all doing this. I'm just saying there's some stuff that's popping out. Don't piggyback. And I forgot the name for the other one, but just don't piggyback. If you guys get an appointment, it is your appointment that you worked for. Do not answer a socket talk from someone saying, hey, set this appointment. Hey, this person's gonna come in, why don't you call them and set that appointment? If it is not your customer, someone that you've already been working on, do not go out of your way to try to get that appointment. Remember, I can pull all your socket talks. So please do not go about doing that. You're taking away from your fellow teammates, and you're stacking on for yourself in the wrong way, and at times it can be viewed as stealing. So make sure you guys are not doing that, okay? Logging customers is another thing I wanted to touch base on quickly, because this video, I want to get it done quick too. So when you guys are logging a customer, make sure that you guys get the first and last name. Not hard at all. If someone gives you their first name and you ask for their last name and they don't want to respond, that's fine. Keep going with the call. Towards the end of the call, before they hang up on you, or before, or even in the middle of the call, you can call them by their name. So you can do, all right, Joe. So you're talking to Joe, and Joe's covering a Silverado that we have written all out. You're going through the features on the Silverado, and he wants to know the incentives. Perfect, no problem, Joe. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you. Oh, and really quick, Joe, how do I spell your last name? Just use it. Super simple that you guys can use. A lot of people won't say, yeah, I'm not going to give you how to spell my last name. Don't want to give you my last name. You'll get some every now and then, but when you kind of, confuse them a little bit, they're more than willing to give you their last name because they don't want to seem rude. So just try to use that one a little bit more, because I do hear you guys asking for a last name, but if you guys don't get it, I don't hear that second try. So make sure you guys try it, okay? Another way that you guys can do it too is if you ask for an email. Let's say they want to get pictures for a car. You can even say, would you like me to get a video sent over to you? What's a good email where I can send you the specs of the vehicle and a video of the vehicle? Or a link of the vehicle to our website where you can see all the pictures of the car. When they give you that email, and be like, okay, perfect, Joe. And Joe, what's your last name again? Joe, how do I spell your last name? Don't be afraid to ask again after they tell you no. Because I see a lot of, entities where we get phone ups, we get the first name, and then I see a period as the last name, or a letter as the last name, or the car as the last name. I want to be able to see the real last name. So make sure you guys get that. Make sure you guys stock a video with a customer. I said that wrong. Stock a car with the customer. So when you guys are logging a phone up and you guys are talking about a very specific car, make sure you guys log it on there too. If you guys don't know how, please let me know, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. But for every call, we have to have a car. If in the case that they just don't care and completely get it, you might have talked about one car, so add it on there. But also, please put notes, because a lot of phone ups, I've seen the phone up created, and then I see a text message opt-in. 10-15 minutes later, then I see the notes of it. Please make sure that you guys are putting your notes. Talked to Joe about this Silverado, told him about the features that are available. He wanted to know the incentives, and I pulled the incentives through Global Connect, told him this, he qualified for this, he had these questions. Make sure you guys put it all on there, because if any situation comes up where someone says, Marlene told me that I'd qualify for all the rebates listed online. If you logged your notes correctly and you clearly stated I told him he had to qualify specifically for the rebates. I pulled the rebates, we went over them, and I told him he did not qualify for competitive lease. Then guess what? You're covering yourself, and they can let the customer know, hey, Marlon spoke to you and she told you that you didn't qualify. It helps out the store and it helps you out too. Also, it helps you guys out, like if you guys get a follow-up call and they say, well, I thought you told me that I would qualify for this. You don't want to get stuck in a situation where like, oh crap, did I really tell them that? Just look at your notes. Make sure that you guys keep them fully detailed. So that's it on quick reminders, tips, and little rules that we wanted to go over. So this month's currently right now, just reviewing really quick, as of this 6th, so as of yesterday, Chevy, you guys have and this is with the outbound team. You guys are mixed in with the Chevy and Hyundai. So at Chevy stores, we've set a total of 40 appointments. 30 of those have showed. So we're at a 75% show ratio and 13 sold. Good job. We're almost 50% close rate. So good job there. Our show ratio is at 75. Haven't seen it like that in a long time. So looks like we're, starting to pick up again with our show ratio. So good job there. Hyundai. You guys are at 30 set appointments, 20 of those showed, so 67% show ratio and 7 sold. Same thing, we gotta pick up on our show ratio. Our solds, they're a little low, and we might just have to review and go over the people that actually came into the store, like our appointments that showed and did not buy. Let's follow up with them. Let's see what kept us from making a deal. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was the difference between a soft and a hard appointment. So I don't know if you guys all know this, but there's 2 different appointments. There's a soft appointment, there's a hard appointment. A soft appointment is a tentative appointment. So that's me saying, I'm the customer and I say, yeah, I might make it there by Friday. Yeah, I think I'll stop by on Friday. And a hard appointment is, sure, I'll take that Friday appointment at 6:15. Yeah, that works for me. I'll be there. So let's work for that let's work for that hard appointment instead of that soft appointment. I know that we get some every now and then, but make sure that you guys use little tips so that you guys can get that hard appointment. So one of the ones that I wanted to go over with you are these. I can print them out for you guys so you guys have them, but I really, really like these. So one of the ones that I liked was, it says, so you're talking about the car and everything. It goes, it seems that you're really interested in this vehicle. The next step would be to be able to see it in person and test drive it. What time would you be available to come in and meet with my VIP manager? If it's later today, I have a 6:15 available, or I have a 9 a.m. tomorrow. Which one would you prefer? So that's giving them options, and it's emphasizing the fact that we want to make an appointment with our VIP manager and at a specific time. There's like a soft close or a soft appointment close would be, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. What do you think about meeting with my VIP manager this week? You're not giving them options. You're not telling them, what times work. You're not telling them why. Make sure that you guys use more of that, hard appointment close. There's also another one that I did like because it confuses people. This one is, you wouldn't mind if I asked you to set a time to meet with my VIP manager, would you? He's available to meet with you later today at 6:15 or tomorrow morning at 9:15. Do either of those work for you? You kind of confuse them a little bit, and it's the no means yes. So try that one out and see how it works. Alright, so next part that I wanted to talk about was referrals. I know that referrals are really a part of the outbound team, but it's really for all of us. I mean, a couple of you guys have heard Brittany last month. She was asking for referrals. She was getting some. It was helpful. So referrals work for us as a business, but they work for you guys too. So the benefit of referrals is that you can get a referral or get a customer that you can talk to without having to wait for a lead and then hoping for them to even actually be interested. these are referrals that you have the confidence of saying, hey, we helped out your friend. Your friend let us know that you're looking for a car. Let us help you. We gave him a great deal. We want to take care of you too because we're all a family. So asking for referrals is not hard at all. It's, when someone actually gives you a referral is when it kind of gets a little hard. But the main importance of asking for a referral is asking for it with confidence, being kind of casual about it, because if you're very scripted about it, if you're worried throughout it, or if you, not to say stutter, but if you kind of stall throughout it, then guess what? You're going to make them nervous, and they're not going to be confident in giving you their friends and families, information, because a lot of people don't really do that. So make sure you ask for it with confidence. A couple of you guys, do you guys remember Owner Connect? I don't know if you guys know, but for everyone that never used Owner Connect, there's this awesome script book that we have. I can print one out for you guys, but if you guys see this one, it's highlighted with the most important things, and it's actually at that the shred box. It's actually there that we keep it. So this worked a lot, so I'm gonna review it with you guys really quick. So you want to ask for a referral on a good phone call that you guys have, someone that you've clicked with, someone that already sold, an appointment that showed up, however it may be. You want to make sure you ask for a referral. So you want to say, before you go, may I ask you for a quick and small favor? Here at Glendora Chevrolet, we do pride ourselves on getting most of our business from repeats and referrals. From people like you. Who do you know, maybe a friend, neighbor, or coworker, someone who one of these days might also consider purchasing a new or pre-owned vehicle? Someone might tell you no, but don't worry, you can ask again, and you can let them know. I know that this can be a really tough question, but let me just ask it in a little easier fashion. Of all the people that you do know, who is most likely to be on the market next? I would really love to help them out, just like I've helped you out too. And then, they might give you their name and you can call them. They might not give you their name, but as long as you say everything with confidence, they will be confident listening to you. You should not hang up a good phone call. You should not hang up on a sold that you're following up on. You should not hang up on a shown appointment without trying to ask for a referral. I know that that's really scripted sometimes. I used to just say, tell them, all right, Mr. Customer, thank you so much for purchasing with us. I really, really appreciate it. You have my contact information. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help you. But just really quickly, I just want to let you know, just like I helped you, I'm here to help out your friends and family. We earn most of our business, and we really, really pride ourselves on taking care of our repeat customers. We are nothing without you guys. So if you have any friends or family that might be interested in a vehicle, would you mind giving me their contact information so that I can reach out to them and let them know how I can assist them? Some people would tell me yes, some people would be like, no, I don't mind. And I'd say, perfect. Let me know how I can help them. What's their name and phone number, and I'll give them a call and introduce them to our dealership. That is one of a good way to ask for a referral. Really look for it on your own, whatever works for you. You're gonna notice how, how you can ask for a referral based on the conversation. You might need to do it scripted if someone's very detailed and, very process oriented. Or if you're just having a casual conversation, just ask for it casually. Doesn't really matter, guys, but just make sure you guys ask for a referral on every call. That's great, okay? Another thing that I wanted to touch base on is inventory objection handling. So I was listening to a lot of the calls for the weekend, and I was noticing that people were asking for a very specific car throughout the weekend. They were saying, do you have this Hyundai Elantra with this package and this color and this and this and this? Guys, for all makes, Chevy, Hyundai, for either or, if it's a new car, we can get it, as long as it's not something crazy like let's see what's crazy. So like a Ioniq EV, if it's not crazy like that, or for Chevy, if it's not like a ZR2, if it's not something crazy and it's out there, guess what, guys? We can trade for it. So don't even worry about it. Don't freak out. Don't try to look through your whole inventory and be like, oh my god, I don't find it. Because when you do that and you don't find it, you're gonna get stuck and you're not gonna know what to say. So when you guys get that customer that is going over all those very specific details that they want in their next vehicle, here's a quick tip on what you can do. It's kind of like a compliment sandwich, but in sales terms, I would say, or car terms. So here we go. You have a customer, they're telling you, I want this very specific car. Perfect. I want to know everything that you're looking for your car because I want to make sure that we can take care of you. So go over all those details with me, please, sir. They'll go over all those details. I want this color, I want this trim level, I want these packages available, everything. You know, you listen there, you gather everything. And then you're gonna say, perfect, Mrs. Customer, so I'm really glad that you went over that with me. Thank you so much. I have it all notated here. So what time would you be available to come in today? You know, either later today or tomorrow so that we can go over all those features on a vehicle that we have here. I want you to be able to see the car that you're looking for, and I want you to be able to drive it too. I have a 6:15 later today, or I have a 9:30 tomorrow. What works? Just, you know, go straight into it. You're gathering everything that they're looking for. You're acknowledging the fact that they're looking for a car. Just get them in, guys. At the end of the day, for a new car, we can trade for it. If it's out there, we'll get it. Don't even worry about it. You know, don't even be afraid. You have to be confident in what you guys say. So when it's specific and it's an inventory objection, go ahead and just get them in. Let them know that we'll take care of them no matter what. And we want them to test drive the vehicle and see the vehicle here and make sure it has everything that they're looking for. Perfect. Well, that's really all I'm going to cover this meeting because it's gone a little long for a video meeting because I don't want you guys to get distracted. So we've come to the end, and here are the very specific questions that I have for you guys. One by one, when I'm going to go through it one by one. Make sure that you guys come to me and give me your answer. So starting off with Kelly, what will you be finding in your bucket? Let me know. Denise, what is the difference between a soft and a hard appointment? Valerie, what is piggybacking? Tina, how do you handle inventory objectives? Brittany, what is the USST follow-up process? Miss D, close me on a hard appointment, please. Octavio, Zaira, and Marcia, you guys have it together. So I want to know when you guys should be asking for a referral, and I want to know from each of you guys how you're going to be asking for referrals. All right, so come to me and ask me for a referral. That's it, guys, for November. I know that October was hard, but it's gonna be okay, and we're gonna have a great month. There's a lot of things that have come to light, and I appreciate each and every one of your guys' feedback. It helps us grow, and it helps us grow together. So we're gonna have a great month this month. Everything's gonna be updated. One of the last things that I wanted to talk about really quickly, I want to let you guys know that I heard you guys when you guys mentioned sometimes that you guys don't get all the resources and the tools. So I had a meeting with Maribel, and I let her know what I expect of her, which you guys should be expecting from her too. And if you guys don't like this, come see me and we'll talk about it. But starting, she should be starting on this tomorrow or on Friday. Throughout the day, starting like around 11 a.m., she's going to start spending an hour with each and every single one of you guys. She is going to go over any questions, concerns that you guys might have. If you guys are having difficulty with anything, like if you tried searching for a car before and she wasn't around and you want to ask her how to search for it, that's your time. She's going to go over your phone calls. When she's with you, she's going to go over tips. She's going to tell you what phone calls she listened to, what you should be focusing on. She's going to do those calls with you. She's going to take every phone call TO with you. She's going to take an appointment TO with you. She's going to do everything with you for an hour. If you guys don't have stuff to call on, she'll give you stuff to call on. This is something that she has to do. It's not optional. She has to spend an hour with you guys, each and every one of you guys. So starting at 11, she's going to start sitting with you guys and she's going to go through it with you guys. So if you guys have any concerns, any questions, if there's anything specifically that you want her to go over with you, that's your time. So just so you guys know, starting this week, you're going to start seeing that. So if you have an issue with it, come see me. Hopefully you guys don't, because I really, really think it will help us all out. So thank you guys for watching my video. I know it's not the best, but thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow.